Honorable Minister, Governor, Director General, senior government officials, CCFC, CEO, and other staff members of CCF, delegation from Somaliland, partners, and other discussion guests. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good morning to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of government of Somaliland, it's a great pleasure and honor for me being with you today in this very important meeting on wildlife trafficking and smuggling networks in the Horn of Africa, which has its own challenges, threats, concerns, and an urgent need of collective action is immense. First and foremost, please allow me to extend my utmost appreciation and gratitude to Somali Regional State Government for hosting this crucial conference. My special thanks goes to Honorable Minister Muhyiddin, Director General of the Federal Government, CCF, who is close partner with all of us, for their facilitation and role in arranging this workshop, and of course the Government of Britain, who funded this project. We believe this meeting will lead to broader conferences and stronger similar efforts to encounter and to strengthen cooperation throughout the region, to at least reduce wildlife hunting and trafficking and protection of wildlife within across the borders. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are aware, the wildlife is integral part of ecosystem and extremely important for the region. However, there are so many various challenges which are treated to wildlife existence, including but not limited to habitat loss, poaching, conflict between wildlife and human, which result in illegal wildlife trade and increasing day by day. I also would like to bring to your attention that the existing illegal trade of wildlife becomes more active for the past decade and indiscriminately endangering most of the wildlife species due to overhunting, trafficking, killing, catching them for economic and personal gains. More than 60% of wildlife targeted by smugglers die during their capture, transportation, or subsequent trading to new markets in Arabian Gulf. This kind of illegal action could easily be called exploitation of natural resources in the region, and if not concrete action is taken, it will eliminate the remaining endangered species of wildlife in Somaliland and Ethiopia. It is really a crime that ought to be stopped, since traffickers mainly focused on endangered and rare species, which directly threatens each country's biodiversity. The Ministry of Environment and Climate Change of Somaliland proposed a comprehensive strategies and policies to face the demand trafficking in recent years. The Ministry expanded its activities to the entire border that lies between Somaliland and Ethiopia to combat and halt wildlife trafficking activities. The Ministry, in close collaboration with Somaliland coastal guards, courts, attorneys, regional governors, police, with CCF support, controls Somaliland coastline, which is a natural route for all types of trafficking from our countries. For the last 4 years, Minister of Environment and Climate Change brought to justice for 22 persons as a wildlife traffickers who has been involved in illegal wildlife trafficking. A good example, cheetahs are trafficked between Somaliland and Yemen using small speedy boats. During the operations, different kinds of wildlife were captured and arrested smugglers that the regional court of Somaliland sentenced them to years in jail and fined them in cash as well. Finally, since wildlife trafficking is lucrative business, Strong collaboration is needed between all stakeholders, and it's a collective responsibility which could lead us to stop trade both in demand and supply of life. Again, I would like to thank you all for your efforts in combating to rescue the national resources of both countries and nations.